What's going on, guys? JB Lion back with another video, and today we're doing the game review for Manchester City versus Chelsea. Like I always say before any video, if you're new around here, please do hit the like button. If you like the videos, please do hit the sub button. If you want to know when I upload, please do hit the bell icon. But let's just get straight into this. So Chelsea versus Manchester City, what is there really to say? Obviously, we went into the game hopefully semi-half expecting to get something out of it, kind of went in semi-confident, but also at the same time thinking it could go either way, really. Obviously, City are on a good run at the moment. They're on the push for the Premier League. They've just come off the back of winning a Carling Cup, or not called the Carling Cup, it's called something else, but I always know it as the Carling Cup, the EFL Cup, whatever. I always call it the Carling Cup because that's just me showing my age there. Remember back in the day when it was called the Carling Cup, so it will always be known as the Carling Cup for me. But yeah, so going into the game, it was a good game. We had a good start. The first half we looked really good, really comfortable, created some really good chances, maybe should have scored. There was an opportunity where Cole Palmer sort of went through and then it just didn't go in. We did get the ball in the back of the net with Cucurella, but he was offside, unfortunately. But it just all fell apart in the second half. I think, firstly, the referee didn't have an awful game, but he did have a bad game. Some of the decisions, I think, were a bit awful. So there was where Palmer was running and Rodri pulled on his shirt, and that's usually a yellow card, but it didn't get given. And then 2 minutes later, Esteban had the ball and then he booted the ball away, and that was given as a yellow card. I get it, it's the fair play rules and all of that, but bit of consistency on that half. But other than that, the referee had a good game. I'm not going to moan about him too much. That was just the only point that it was a bit like. But yeah, first half, we, like I say, played really well. Looked really confident, game plan was there. We were playing the ball around nicely. Hato, when it came out that he was the starting centre-back, I was a bit worried, but he had a great game, I thought, Hato. Really strong in there, obviously. Scoreline does flatter City a little bit from how they played. But they did show their quality in that second half. Came out, completely different team, put us on the back foot, kind of all that hard work we were doing in the first half. Pep Guardiola basically went in and gave them the hairdryer treatment, and they absolutely came out and blasted us in the second half. There's not too much more to say about that. I think City just showed their quality, showed their experience. Obviously, we're still a team that's learning and growing and understanding where we want to go as a squad. Obviously, there's not a lot of direction at the moment, but we're still, like I say, learning. We've got a very young squad still, and like I say, City just showed their experience, their confidence, and that's all it was. It was just a case of City have more experience. They know what to do in those situations when they are on the back foot. They showed their championship pedigree, which they do have. And, just came out and blasted us in the second half. And like I said, I do think the scoreline flatters them a little bit. But obviously, Ryan Cherky he just ran a mockery of us, as he seems to do a lot of the teams this season. But overall, I think we did have a good game. Like I said, scoreline flatters City. We did have a good game in the first half. Just second half kind of fell apart. But, I think a lot of people expected that sort of scoreline for City, or at least for us to lose like that to Manchester City. But it is what it is. Got to pick ourselves up. We've got to dust ourselves off. Obviously, the Champions League spots are getting further and further apart. Obviously, this season has been classed as the boring football season because of how football's been played, but it's probably one of the tightest Premier League seasons there's been in a very long time. So you can't really, it's 50-50 really. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. It's 50-50 really, but like I said, it was kind of expected for City to do that to us, and they just did it in the second half. We had a few opportunities to score and we just didn't take them as usual. We just couldn't get the final product. I said this yesterday and I'll say it again, Palmer played well down in that 10, and it'll be interesting to see where Fernandes is going to play when he does come back, because I think Palmer should continue playing that 10. He looks confident, he looks good, you know, and yeah, he does look pretty good, or it looks great at least. But yeah, overall I think, yeah, City deserved the win in the end, especially after that second half. They got one against us, and then it just threw us completely out, and we just couldn't regain ourselves. Before I get into my good and bad player, I do want to mention something. I saw a lot of stuff of fans going, well, we want to lose this game because we want Arsenal to lose. We want to lose this game because whatever reason. And I just think that is a crazy mindset to have. I get it, like Arsenal's a London club and they're technically a rival, but to go in to see some Chelsea fans, not all, some did it as a joke and some actually meant it. To see some Chelsea fans go into the game hoping for a loss is pretty mental to me in my mind. I think to myself, how can you want to go into a game and lose? You would surely want to go into a game and win, but clearly not. I think, yeah, some fans saw that. But yeah, that's just my little opinion on it. I try not to get too political about it. But yeah, I think that is mental that some people wanted us to lose just to see the heartache of Arsenal. I think some Chelsea fans at least, have kind of forgot that we're in a Champions League race here. And if we don't get Champions League, that is quite a big loss for us. But yeah, let's get into our bad and our good players. So the bad player, unfortunately, was Esteval. He had a great game against Port Vale. Was it Port Vale? Yeah, Port Vale. And, he looked really good. But today just wasn't strong enough. He didn't make an impact at all. When he did get the ball, he just got out-muscled, like I said. Poor decision-making. And just overall not good enough. Obviously, I think Caicedo had a pretty poor game as well, gave away a goal to Doku and didn't really do much in the field. But I think out of the two, Esteval was probably the worst. Just didn't show up, didn't do that spark that we know he can do. I just don't think he received the ball enough, and like I said, when he did get the ball, he just got out-muscled, and that's what I mean. It's all down to experience, but yeah, we move on from that. Our good player for me, it was a bit of a hard one. There was two players that kind of, took my fancy. Thought Cucurella had a really good game considering, but I do believe my good player for this game is going to have to be Hato. I think, considering he's not, he hasn't played centre-back for us, he did really well. Obviously, we did concede 3 goals, so you can't really say a player did well in centre-back if they've conceded 3 goals. But I still think overall he was our best player. He was really solid there, got some really good blocks in his shot. Like I always say, starting to show what sort of player he can be for us. And he does look good in that centre-back position. So definitely one for the future. But yes, guys, I've been JB Line. Thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for all my views lately. I've been really do appreciate it. It's nice to see the views coming in. Like I always say though, if you do enjoy the videos, please do hit the sub button. Helps me massively. We've obviously hit our yearly goal of 100 subs, but we want to continue raising that bar and getting higher and higher, because I do love talking about Chelsea Football Club, especially when we're winning. But right now it doesn't matter, because like I said, we'll come to the end of the season, going into the World Cup season, so we'll be bringing content on that too. And just a quick mention before I do sign out this video. Not this week coming, next week, I'm going up to do the stadium tour, which I will be vlogging. So, I hope you guys are looking forward to that. I will be vlogging the whole experience, or at least trying to vlog as much as I can, because I think it'd be a good thing to do. And yeah, I hope you guys look forward to that. But yes, like I always say, I've been JB Line. Thank you so much for watching my videos. Really do appreciate it. I'll see you dudes, dudettes, and everyone else in the next video. Peace, guys. Woo! Up the shelf.